Well, hello there, Space Monkeys. Welcome to Political Fight Club. I'm Robert Durden. And I'm still on vacation, but the shit libs are doing so much hilarious stuff nowadays that I just can't stay away long enough. There's something going on right now that is just too funny for me not to talk about. It is this whole thing with Joe Rogan and all of these old shit lib boomers threatening to basically take their music off of Spotify in protest of Joe Rogan being on the platform and him platforming doctors that are talking about COVID correctly, by the way. They're not putting out misinformation. There's all these old musicians, shitlib kings and queens, if you will, that are now threatening to pull all of their music, or already have, off of Spotify in protest of Joe Rogan and his COVID misinformation. This includes Neil Young, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and now it's actually rumored Barbra Streisand. Now, we're going to have a discussion about the Streisand Effect first, and why it's so funny what the neolibs are doing right now. Now, the Streisand Effect, guys, is when a group of people, or one or two individuals, they try to censor somebody or a piece of information, and it ends up backfiring, because when a feud breaks out, sometimes the average Joe viewer of this stuff, they go, what's all this hullabaloo about? And they end up going to, for instance, Joe Rogan's page to see exactly what these things are that all of these shitlibs are trying to censor him for, and it actually has the opposite effect of censorship. It actually spotlights Joe, boosts him more, and spotlights the information that these shitlibs are trying to censor in the first place. That's the Streisand Effect, and nothing is funnier than finding out that there's a rumor out there that Barbra Streisand is actually participating in the Streisand Effect of Joe Rogan and the COVID information he's putting out on his show. This is... it's too good. I couldn't not talk about it. Okay, so that's the first funny part that's so funny. But it goes beyond the Streisand Effect now, guys. What these shitlibs are actually doing, that is the most hilarious part, is that they are participating in cancel culture that actually is making them cancel themselves. They're actively helping Joe Rogan by trying to cancel him by canceling themselves. God damn it. Stupid. So, okay, so here, what I think should happen, guys, and I don't think Joe Rogan will ever see this video, but if somebody that's watching this video knows how to, get this in front of him or make some suggestions, I have some suggestions of people you might have on your show, Joe, that would be excellent conversations, but they would also harness this effect, which I am coining the Boomer Young Effect, or BYE, by Neil. I think that we can get a whole bunch of shitlibs to cancel themselves if we keep doing this. We need to harness this new phenomenon of shitlibs canceling themselves in protest of things that they don't like, and we can get a whole bunch of them to leave Spotify. It would be hilarious. They'll literally cancel themselves, and nothing will change other than Rogan will get bigger. So here's some people that I think Joe should have on his show if he really wants to blow all the shitlibs' minds. RFK Jr. to talk about his book about Fauci. That's a surefire winner. I'm not sure he's been on the show. I don't think he has actually been on the show before, but that would be sweet. Dr. J. Battycharya and Dr. Martin Kuldorff of the Great Barrington Declaration to talk about the declaration talks about how lockdowns are actually detrimental. These two are very smart. They're interesting individuals. It would be an excellent 3-hour conversation. Just one of them would be fantastic. And they've been on a bunch of other shows before. I would love to see Dr. J. Battycharya or Dr. Martin Kuldorff on Joe Rogan's show. You will definitely get the shitlibs to wig out with one of those two on there. Glenn Greenwald to talk about censorship, because Glenn's funny. No one's more qualified to talk about the censorship issue in America right now than Glenn. Him talking to Joe right now would absolutely blow the shitlibs' minds. Russell Brand, that would be awesome. They can talk about whatever. They're both comedians. They can talk about their shared experiences with being canceled by the shitlibs. It would be fantastic. Fantastic. Get Russell Brand. Or, of course, Susan Surandon. And you don't have to talk about anything in particular with her, but if you put her on Joe Rogan's podcast, the shitlibs will go bananas, and they'll be like, I don't even know what we're mad about. I don't even know what we're mad about. It's just Susan Sarandon is on Rogan, so we have to be mad. So I think that Joe should lean into this. It's a fantastic phenomenon. It's the Streisand Effect meets the Kruger-Dunning Effect meets the... I don't even know. PC cancel culture all rolled into one, and you're actually getting the shit libs to cancel themselves. So we're gonna call this the Boomer Young Effect, BYE. Bye, Neil. That's exactly what Spotify should tell all of these people: is don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Bye bye, because they're absolutely irrelevant. It's so funny. Like, okay, so the people that listen to Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and Neil Young, and Barbra Streisand are like super old people, like 75 and over, 70 and over. I don't know for a fact, but I don't know anybody under the age of 50 that even barely knows who these people are, basically. So it's funny, like, all of the people that, like, listen to Spotify don't know who Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and Neil Young, and Barbra Streisand are, and all the people that listen to all of those people are like, what's Spotify? Jesus Christ. This is too perfect. This is the stuff that makes my job as a satirist so easy. So easy. So, yeah, go ahead. All of the, when all these people pull their music off of Spotify, Spotify, you're losing the ultra boomer audience that you have on there, which is basically people don't even basically know how to use computers, are the people that listen to Barbra Streisand. So it's hilarious. She's also participating in the effect that's named after her, and therefore pumping Joe Rogan and the content that she's trying to censor simply by trying to cancel it. Oh, nummy in my tummy. So this is so funny, you guys. Rogan, keep doing what you're doing. You don't have to actually change your recipe. But if I may, some of these people, like I said, RFK Jr., Dr. J. Battycharya, Dr. Martin Kuldorff, Glenn Greenwald, Russell Brand, Susan Surandon, or in this last one here, I'm not suggesting this, but if you want to really, really get these nitwits, these shit libs to leave in droves, Donald Trump. I think the episode would be horrible. I think that it would be a terrible episode, really. It probably would be entertaining, but there's going to be no actual information, really. It'd just be Rogan basically, like, kind of laughing in his mind as he asks Trump questions or whatever. But just to harness the Boomer Young effect, if you want to get a whole bunch of these shit libs on Spotify to leave, just get Trump on there. And if I remember correctly, I think Mary Trump was on there as well, and she's one of the people that's trying to cancel Rogan as well. It's like, oh no, what's Spotify going to do without Mary Young or Mary Trump's podcast? I think they'll be okay. I think, anyway. So, I don't know. I'm just a crazy person. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But when I saw this, especially the Streisand thing this morning, I was like, that's not real. That's fake. It's a meme. But as it turns out, there are rumors that she's actually doing it, and we know Neil Young is doing it. We know all these irrelevant people that no one under the age of 70 listens to are threatening to leave Spotify if they don't censor Joe Rogan. Rogan, fuck them. Bring on as many inflammatory people as you can that have good information, that you know have a tried and true record of making the shitlibs lose their minds, and you will, by yourself, get them to cancel themselves. Wonderful. We may not get another chance like this ever. I've never seen anything like this in the history of watching the news and paying attention to politics and comedy in my entire life. I mean, this is like 10 times as bad as what they tried to do to Dave Chappelle for his trans joke. Harness it. Absorb it. Understand what the phenomena is, and use it as a tool to get these cancel culture fools to cancel themselves right out of existence. I love this. I love it. So anyway, keep fighting that good fight out there, guys. Please leave some comments below of other people you'd like to see Rogan have on his show that would have this same effect of just triggering the shit out of the shit libs. I want to add to the list. All right? Talk to you guys later.